Hello, this is Tim Bivens with my Learning with the iPad series. Today we're going to start out just by learning how to use Google Docs because both the document type and the spreadsheet type of Google Doc can be edited through the iOS. So if you will log into my PitCC account, we will get started. Here I am in my PitCC account. You see Pitt Community College here, and over here on your left you have your Launchpad. To get to Docs, we have to go through our Gmail account through our MyPitCC Gmail account. So you'll look over here on the left and you'll see Check Mail. Right? I like to open my Windows in a new tab, so I will right-click and say Open Link in New Tab. If you don't do that, that will open in a new window, and I prefer not to do that. As you see, it's loading here, and here we go. Alright. This is my Gmail through my PitCC. As in any Gmail account, up at the top left, you have these links here, right? Calendar, documents, sites, contacts. Those are all very useful things. Today we are going to focus on documents. So if you'll click on that, this will open up your Google Documents. You see here that I have tons of Google Documents. All right. Many of these are shared with me, and they are created by my students. Over here on the left, you have ways of organizing your documents, which we'll get to in a little bit. But to start with, we're going to learn how to create a new one. And to do that, you just go to Create New, and then you have about, looks like 6 different options here. Today we're going to concentrate on documents and spreadsheets. So if you click on Document, it will open a brand new document in your window. Alright. The first thing I like to do is name my document so it doesn't show up in your list of documents as untitled. You should get in the habit of telling your students to do this as well, so that when they share documents with you, you can easily tell who sent you the document. We will call this iPad Teaching Brainstorm. Okay, now we have a new document, and we'll just put a title at the top as well. You'll notice that it saves automatically. If you noticed up here, it just said saving, and it says all changes saved. That's one of the beauties about working with Google Docs, is that every change you make is quickly saved to the system in the cloud, so that you're always working on the most current version. Okay, once you have a Google Doc, you will probably want to share it. Oftentimes, the purpose of having a Google Doc is so that you can collaborate with somebody else, and that's what we're going to learn today. For right now, I'm going to switch to my personal Google Doc account so that I can share it with my PitCC account for reasons that I'll explain later. Right, this is my personal account. You'll notice that it looks a little different because Google Docs has just changed its look and feel, and my PitCC has not changed that yet. I expect that to happen in the near term though. First, I'm going to create another Google Doc here so that I can share it with my PitCC account. Alright, I'm going to click here. I'm going to name it iPad Education Bivens. Alright, say OK. So now I need to share this document. And to do that, I go up to Share, and this presents me with a dialog box. To add people, you just go to Add People and click in here. Right. If you need to share it with a lot of people, you'll probably click on Choose from Contacts. But I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to have to blot out all of my contact list. So I'm just going to share it with my MyPitCC address. All right. And you'll see it come up here right below. I don't even have to type it all out. All right. And right below this box, you'll see it says notify people via email. And you can add a message if you like. This is turned on by default. If you don't want to send out emails to tell people that you're sharing something with them, you can just unclick that. But we will click it for now because I want to show you how that works. All right. You can also change over here whether the person can edit it, can comment, or can view. All right. If you're collaborating, which is the case in this case, we definitely want can edit to be checked. All right. So we're going to click on save. And then it adds them to the list. Once you've had your list complete, you can say done. At this point, it sends out an email. All right, so I'm going to switch back to my MyPitCC and check my email. You'll see I have an email now that says iPad Education Bivens. All right. And in this email, you'll see that it says I've shared iPad Education Bivens. If I click on that, it brings it up in my PitCC documents. All right. So now I am editing this as a my PitCC user. All right. All right. And then I can switch back here, and you see that it is, in fact, here, right? The edit I just made in the other account is visible in this account. All right. Important to this is over here. Right? It says one other viewer. It'll tell you who's viewing the document. This is really useful when you want your students to collaborate with you. You can tell who's opened the document and who has not. There's a chat box, so I can say, everybody, I'm editing a Google Doc. Right. And it shows up here in the text box, and you'll switch back and you'll see that, in fact, it is here, right? Just plain old. Alright. And you'll see it saving here, right? And it automatically saves every time you make a change. Alright. So, what we've learned here is that we can edit a Google Doc. The changes are made in real time so that you can collaborate. And if you need to discuss the collaboration, you can do so over here in the chat box. Next time we will cover spreadsheets. Thank you, and please email me if you have any questions.